and welcome into the Guest Room Podcast. Get that T out of there. There's no T. The Guest Room Podcast. I'm your host, Mike. That's Kevin over there. That's Andy. That's KD. And that's Matthew.
Future?
Is it the future?
Wow, you guys chose real small words that, like, I set you up for could have chosen big words, but why use many word when few words do trick, right?
That was in the top 10 percentile.
Yeah, no doubt.
Top 10%.
But 4 words also helps. Welcome, Matthew.
Thanks.
Hi,
Glad
Matthew.
to be here again.
We've your introductions have gotten smaller and smaller the more episodes you appear on. It's like you're becoming a regular.
Hey,
He's becoming irregular?
We don't talk about that on
He's
on air.
congruent.
I like when I'm regular, so.
We have no
We all
bathroom
do.
talk on this podcast. All right. Listeners, welcome. It's a trivia podcast. We play games. We guess things. That's basically how it works. One of the things we ask you to guess is a secret phrase. One of us has been assigned a secret phrase by the other 4 hosts on this particular episode. It's your job to suss out who said it, what they said, and send in your guess. We'll tell you how to do
What
that.
do they get if they do?
Well, if they're correct, that counts as one in the grand month that we're in. Now, every one adds up to a grand total of however many drawings you get in the monthly SPG drawing.
That entries in the drawing?
Yeah, that's
Submissions?
what I meant.
Yeah.
It's not what I said, though.
Are there other ways to get entries in the drawing?
There are. I believe, Andy, we can do something about social media in order to get an entry.
Mention us on social media.
Somehow, apparently, I explained it wrong last time.
Link to our thing or like our stuff.
Something
and
like
show us evidence that you did.
Tag us in like a post, or you have to be like following us. Like I don't really know.
You could so easily pull one over on us because we know nothing
I
about
don't
social
know.
media.
But I think our
explained
listeners
it,
might.
I explained it last time, and I got home. Well, when it aired, my wife was like, "Oh, they can't do what you said to do because they don't do this and this," and I don't know.
The internet is like a series of tubes.
Good call out, Matthew. I don't know who said that, but I've seen it and I liked it.
There's a 100% chance that the audience has a better mean understanding of social media than the 5 of us.
Nothing
I
has been
don't know
more
about
true.
Matthew. I know
Nothing
the
has
4
been
of us
more
don't.
true.
Look on our job posting board. We might have like a social media expert.
When was the last
like
time any of
available.
you updated your LinkedIn profile?
Oh, I hate LinkedIn.
I hate LinkedIn.
I mean,
It's the
I
worst.
updated my job in LinkedIn when I got a new job.
Andy,
I
how
mean-
quickly?
Uh,
Did you update it before you had your first day?
No, it was. I think it was like a week after I started.
You're a nerd.
I might
Yeah.
still work for Camelot Park in mine. I'm not sure.
I know on Facebook I'm still
Is that in
employed by
Conifer Plaza?
McDonald's.
Wow. What?
Is that in Conifer Plaza?
No. It's different than that.
Oh, listeners, thank you. Thanks for being here. We're here to play a little game.
Thanks for putting up with us.
And apparently that game has something to do with a light inside a green tent on a beautiful summer's night.
What's going on in that tent?
We're going to be playing a game of Jeopardy. Thank you for whoever put the board up there. On this podcast, though, we call games of Jeopardy Jepisode. Today's Jepisode has been prepared for us by Matthew. So, Matthew, would you go ahead and just swaddle us through your categories?
I would be happy to, but first I need Andy, who won the last episode I created, to pick the next one. So, Andy, your choices now are Roman numerals, words, Survivor, The Office, or sports.
Survivor.
Survivor. All right. Let us
I'm
go.
a survivor. That's all I know of that song.
All right. So I am a big fan of Survivor. I know some people
Really?
are, some people aren't. That's okay. Long time watcher.
Come on now, guys.
Come on in, guys. Let's do an episode here.
Not anymore.
Come on in.
Come on
then.
in, people.
All right.
Y'all.
So, like my other categories, though, before people turn off the podcast, you won't actually have to know anything about Survivor.
Bummer.
The category names, however, will all be names of different Survivor seasons, starting with heroes versus villains.
Blood and water.
What kind of name is Probst?
I don't know. It's a good question. The next one is All Stars.
Last.
Hey, now.
You're an all-stars.
The next one is Redemption Island.
I didn't realize that Survivor titled their seasons like this.
They
It's just
actually
like whatever the
stopped
twist
recently.
that they're doing that season.
Yeah, it's like Avengers Endgame.
Oh.
Game Changers is the next one. Edge of Extinction.
That sounds like a movie title.
And
Extinct.
David versus Goliath.
I don't know why I wrote it like a lawsuit.
Go ahead and start us off.
Edge of Extinction for 100, please.
Edge of Extinction.
I'm on the edge.
All
I'm
right,
going
so these
timber.
are endangered animals.
Uh-oh.
Starting with 100. These endangered animals are the world's largest land animals.
Katie.
KD.
Elephants.
Elephants is correct.
They're endangered?
Yes, they are. A 2014 study suggested that elephants can detect rainstorms up to 150 miles away, possibly through their sensitivity to low-frequency sounds.
So why are they endangered?
Well,
What, you think rain is the biggest killer of elephants?
detecting rainstorms is one thing. Poachers are a little harder to detect.
Flash floods killing elephants everywhere.
All right.
Extinction for 2.
Extinction for 2. These endangered animals are the world's largest animals.
Kitty.
KD.
Blue whales.
Blue whale is
They're
correct.
endangered too?
They're endangered too.
I'm just too incredulous at these facts to guess.
Incredulity.
They're all endangered.
Katie, how do you know so much about animals?
I really like watching nature documentaries.
Also, he's just not incredulous about the facts. He just takes things as they are. Yeah.
That's true. I do.
Andy, what's your
300?
excuse?
If Matthew says they're endangered, that's good enough for KD.
Yeah.
Don't care.
These
And
endangered
Darnjard.
these endangered animals are the world's largest apes.
Kitty.
KD.
What type of gorilla would this be? The western lowland gorilla?
Are you kidding me?
It's just gorilla. You just have to say
Okay.
gorilla.
It's clearly gorilla.
I had that written here as my fun fact before Andy spoiled it on another episode. So you guys keep getting to my fun facts ahead of me.
They're so fun.
All right, Katie.
Extinction for 4. I'll risk it all.
Risk a skittle. These endangered animals are the world's largest cats.
So
risk it all. Gonna risk it all.
something about
James Corden.
tigers makes me think that they're bigger than lions.
Is it their size?
Maybe.
I would hope that would be the reason why.
I will say tiger.
Tiger is correct. And a group of tigers is called an ambush or a streak.
I like that a
Oh.
lot.
Streak is even better.
Then ambush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like ambush.
500.
The Bengals should call their fans that have the opportunity to jump on the field the streak.
Streak.
And the ones that don't,
That's good.
the ambush.
The ambush. Yeah.
All right, 500. These endangered animals have long, powerful arms, are covered in red fur, and do not have a G at the end
Kitty.
of their names. Katie.
Orangutan.
Orangutans is correct.
Why
Why
not?
did you pronounce it so poorly?
Yeah.
Orangutan.
Orangutan's favorite food is ficuses. Little known fact.
Really?
Why is he the only one guessing?
I don't know.
He knows so much about animals.
All right, Katie, you want to try to see if you can close it
When
out?
you said ficuses, did you mean figs? Pretty sure it's figs.
No, they like ficuses.
Really?
Yeah, that's their favorite leafy thing. Apparently, some zoo in Fresno discovered that. So there you go.
Fresno has a zoo?
Yeah,
There's no way.
What? No, wait. What's
bet
that food?
Fresno
What's
has
that
a zoo.
food item from Fresno?
Chili. Fresno chili.
Oh yeah.
What? Does every place have a chili? And they're all terrible too. Can't we just let chili be chili?
We know Pete Rose can let chili
No,
be
no,
chili.
no. I think we're talking pepper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's different. All right.
Edge of extinction for 600.
These endangered animals have 1 or 2 horns made of
Andy.
Andy.
Rhinoceros.
Rhinoceros is correct.
Good job.
They're made of keratin, which is the same stuff our fingernails are made out of.
That's not ivory.
Nope, it's keratin.
Wow.
All right, Andy, you at least saved one question in that category from Katie's reach.
You're welcome, everyone.
Where do you want to go next?
Heroes versus villains for 100.
Heroes versus villains. All right, in this category, I'm going to give you I'm trying to think of a good way to describe this. I'm going to give you 2 characters and their location, and you need to give me the name of the primary hero and the primary villain in my question. So, for example, if I said the prophet versus the king, location Mount Carmel, you would need to give me the name of the prophet, and the name of the king, which are.
Elijah and Ahab.
There you go. Yeah. Okay. So you got it. All right. For 100, the portly wisecracker versus the failed artist. Location, Europe.
Mike,
Mike.
Winston Churchill, Adolf Hitler.
Very good.
What?
Winston Churchill is a portly wisecracker.
That's what they
Wow.
called me in kindergarten.
That was the 100. That was the 100?
What,
Yeah, apparently.
what was the other thing?
Whoa.
And the failed artist.
Wait.
Adolf Hitler was an artist.
Is this what you feel like all the time? Do you know who actually suggested daylight savings? Heroes versus villains, 200.
What is going on in daylight savings? The Vizier and versus the Street Rat. Location, Agrabah. I should have said the Street Rat versus
Oh,
the
Katie?
Vizier. Katie.
Jafar and Aladdin.
Very good.
Jafar's name.
All right.
My
Katie.
roommate might be producing a musical of Aladdin.
Well, that certainly helps.
Yes. 300.
The Whinier Twin versus the Wrinkly Guy. Location, the Death Star.
Wrinkly
Katie.
guy.
Katie.
Luke Skywalker versus the Emperor.
Yes, that is correct.
Skywalker.
Skywalker. Dishwasher. Washington.
He works in the sky.
I mean, that could have been Leia and Grand Moff Tarkin.
Who's the whinier?
No, Luke is definitely the Whinier Twin.
I don't know. Leia's kind of screechy.
It's not true.
Apparently, he had to sign a contract after reading the script that he couldn't tell people, and it tore him up inside about
That's
Not-
pretty normal.
not telling people.
The best example of him being the Whinier Twin is in the first movie when they're zipping away from the Death Star. Obi-Wan Kenobi has just died. Luke is sad. Leia comes over to console him. Leia, whose planet was just destroyed by the Death Star. She's like, I'm really sorry that guy you just met is dead. Meanwhile, everyone she's ever known on her planet is dead.
Yeah.
But yet he's the one who's moping around. So
Really?
anyway.
I thought it would be the power converters.
Yeah, Tashi Station.
Toshi. All right. Katie, I think you're still up.
Heroes, villains, 4.
The Italian Stallion versus the Master of Disaster. Location, Philadelphia.
I don't know which one that is.
Yeah.
Ah!
Repeat.
The Italian
Kevin.
Stallion, Kevin.
Rocky and Drago.
I'm sorry,
Katie.
that's incorrect. Katie,
Oh, wait, this is totally wrong. Rocky and Creed.
Rocky and Creed is correct.
Oh,
Rocky Balboa and Apollo Creed.
I love it when you call left and it's a swish.
Yeah.
Brick. And
I
we made
mean-
it.
Kevin's looking for.
It's because I didn't know I
serenity now.
needed glasses in high school, Mike. Seriously, though, my parents never told me that things weren't supposed to get blurry when they got further away. And neither did any of my friends. But yeah, I had no idea. Things weren't
What
supposed
do
to
you
get
think
blurry when they got further away.
eyeglasses were for?
What?
What did you think eyeglasses
For
were?
like reading. But like I could read because things were close to me. And I sat at the front of the class because I'm a nerd.
He thought they were for real humans who were born.
I didn't download that part. Heroes, villains, 5.
The Oh, sorry. That's. I started reading the wrong one. The sheep analogy wielding prophet versus the shepherd king. Location, Jerusalem.
Mike.
Yes, Nathan, Mike.
Nathan and David.
That is correct.
Huh. Heroes and villains are an interesting way to categorize those guys.
Matthew's finding all the ways my brain doesn't work tonight.
Yeah. Here's villains 600.
Ratio, dude. Ratio,
Dude.
600. The Gladiator versus the Emperor. Location, Rome.
Katie.
Katie.
Oh, crap. What are their names?
I love how you buzz
Claudia-
in and then you ask
Everyone
yourself what
ever?
their names are.
Claudius. Oh, the Spaniard. Russell Crowe. Marcus Aurelius. That's the old emperor's name. Claudius versus
Bob.
the Spaniard, which is what he's called by his boss, by the way.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Guys, it's from Gladiator.
I know.
Oh, really?
Oh,
I was thinking it was Star Wars, but thanks for clearing it up.
Skywalker.
Skywalker.
What's his name?
If I had said it within that monologue, that treatise, would you have given it to me?
I still don't know what you're talking about, so no.
You don't know what he's talking about?
Who are you?
I like those guys. They're
What's
funny guys.
going on in Rome?
Very strange. Very strange. All right, hit the timeout. Their names are Maximus and Commodus.
Oh, Commodus. Yeah.
Yeah, you had me thrown off with. I knew it was Maximus, but I was like, Claudius just
yeah, he
doesn't
felt
sound
so
right
sure
to me.
on Claudius,
I know.
right? At least he threw everybody else off with his wrong answer.
And he lost points, which is great.
There you go. All right. Did that bring him back to the pack, Mike?
No.
Sort of. No, it didn't. But scores currently as they stand: Kevin with negative 400, Andy and Mike with 600, and KD with 2,000, featuring maybe the weirdest score we've had, or the most unique score we've had in quite some time.
All right. Who is up?
I believe it's me,
Okay.
and I'm going to go with, oh, yikes, Redemption Island for 100.
Redemption Island. All right.
Patmos.
These are questions I posed before that you all missed.
Oh, no.
So, which this seemed like a good idea many months ago when I was putting this together. I will pose the questions again and give you another shot at them. I feel less optimistic now that so much time has passed. But we'll give it a try. For 100, contrary to what many believe, this beloved H.A. Ray character doesn't have a tail. This was from the...
Mike,
Yes, Mike.
Curious George.
Yes, thank you. Redemption has been obtained. This was from the Mandela Effect when I did it the first time.
It's never happened.
Mandela.
All right, go ahead, Mike.
Redemption Island 200.
These tiny rectangles are coated in a bittering agent so that you only stick them in the console.
Oh,
Katie.
Andy.
I think
Andy
Katie,
said
'cause Andy
O
said
beforehand.
O, but not Andy, and we're looking for the name. Katie.
Yeah, and I also kind of forgot what the answer is.
So why wouldn't you say that I got it first?
Well, because I remembered the question. These are coated in a bittering agent before you stick them in the console. Did you say rectangles or triangles? I don't think you're going to tell me. And
I'm
64 cartridges.
That is
Andy.
incorrect. Andy.
Nintendo Switch
Switch cartridges. That is
cartridges,
correct.
whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even remember that question.
Tiny bubbles.
Redemption Island 300.
All right. Always 5 there are of this red.
Yeah,
I remember you saying always 5 there are,
me too.
and then kind of blanking after that. What?
Always 5 there are of this red.
You guys call them read receipts or read receipts?
R-E-D.
I can't decide. No redemption.
No redemption on this one. The answer was maroon.
Oh
Maroon.
my gosh.
Wow.
This was the
was-
same reaction you had last time.
It was a dumb question the first time, and it's a dumb question the second time. Everyone's thinking Yoda.
All right.
Red 5.
Red 5
Andy,
standing by.
Andy, it's still your turn.
Redemption Island 400.
People think it's good luck to find one of these, but maybe that's because people always like getting a little extra, even if it's from a plant, giving them 33% more than usual.
Oh,
Mike,
Mike,
4-leaf clover.
there you go. Thank you.
I remember that question being really weird.
Redemption Island 5.
All right, it's another plant question. This flowering plant killed Socrates.
Katie,
KD.
hemlock.
Hemlock. Thank you.
I
Nobody could
remember
think
not
of that
being
word
able to
last
think of
time.
that.
It's kind of scared me because I am surprised that I didn't think of it the first time.
Yeah, everybody was. It was on the tip of their brains.
Redemption for 6.
This means everything, though the otolaryngologist might only be halfway done with the extraction.
Vaguely remember this question being asked.
Good, good.
I do not.
Do you vaguely remember the answer that was given?
Well, I remember I gave an answer like that seemed right-ish, but definitely wasn't.
I was.
Was
kind-
this in the kitchen sink category?
yeah. Where all the answers were phrases meaning
Yeah.
everything.
Say it again.
This means everything. Oh, I think the category is like this means everything to me or something like that. Even though the otolaryngologist might only be halfway done with the extraction.
Oh, okay. Say it again.
Everything but the kitchen sink, the whole 9 yards, the
No,
whole
not
enchilada.
that. The question.
Okay. This means everything, even though the otolaryngologist might only be halfway done with the extraction.
Oh,
Otolaryngologist. What?
guess.
Who's Slash? Or that's something that was
Cordell Stewart.
Yeah, that's what I thought would
I don't
be
know why
in
he
here.
didn't bring that one back.
I know.
But I didn't know Cordell Stewart.
Well, each of these were the point values they were originally assigned. So, and they had certain choices for some of them. All right, time us out again. The whole ball of wax is the answer. Otolaryngologist is somebody who gets in your ears. All right. Well, we got some redemption at least. Okay. Katie, you're up, courtesy of your hemlock answer. Mike, halfway through the board, can we get a score update?
Kev still at negative 400. He's averaging negative 400 per guess. Andy with 800. He's averaging 400 per guess. Mike with 1100. Katie with 2300.
Why didn't you get averages for
Yeah,
this?
how
The
much is
averages are
Katie
harder.
averaging? Katie has about like 10 guesses.
Katie's
Everybody
guessed
else
enough
has
for all
like
of
2
us
or
and
3.
some.
That's
I think.
every episode. All stars for one.
All stars. All right, so these will be sports figures. I will not have cutesy fun facts for all of them. I'm sorry, I won't be saying things like, thereupon ficuses from Kazakhstan and Fresno, Wilt Chamberlain. All right, so
So
starting
You
with...
won't be saying stuff like that.
No, I won't.
But are they?
you did.
Are they all stars?
Yeah, these are all stars.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
And I guess they're not
Yeah,
all
for
sports,
sure.
but they're all stars.
Notwithstanding.
This player holds the record for most seasons on an NFL Pro Bowl roster after his selection of the 2022 Pro Bowl.
Kevin.
Kevin,
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady is correct.
200.
200. This player holds the record for the most professional soccer goals, including a record 115. Andy.
Which one is? Let's go Messi.
That is incorrect.
Dang it.
Including Katie.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Ronaldo is correct. Yes, a record 115 on behalf of Portugal.
All stars for 3.
This player holds the record for the most seasons on the MLB All-Star roster. He hammered out 21.
Kevin.
Kevin,
Hank Aaron.
Hank Aaron,
Oh,
Hammer and
nice.
Hank.
Nice.
400.
This player holds the record for the most seasons on American Survivor, 5, although one appearance was as a mentor.
Kevin.
Kevin,
Rob.
Boston Rob, that is correct.
500.
So there was one
Carefully
Survivor question
curated
in there.
questions.
Yes. All right, this player holds the record for the most seasons on the NBA All-Star roster with 19. He's the best of the crop.
Pete.
This player holds the record for the most seasons on the NBA All-Star roster with 19. He's the best of the crop.
That's a really good career.
Yeah.
It's hard to even think of players
who
that
played
played
that
that
long.
long.
Well, I have a guess, but I don't know how. I don't see how it fits.
Like with his weird best.
But
crop
like I know who
thing.
played a long time. That seemed like they would make that many.
Vince Carter. No.
That's what I was thinking. But
Is it a bit of stretch edition? Guess for no points would
Okay,
be Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yes, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is correct.
Mm.
He's the
The cream
Kareem
of the crop.
of the crop.
Oh,
yes.
jeez.
Bit of a stretch edition.
Yikes.
All right. So let's see. We're still on Kevin.
600.
This player holds the record for the most seasons on the NHL All-Star roster. He somehow had 21.
Andy,
Andy,
Gordie Howe.
that is correct.
Nice job. Nice job.
He somehow are written as separate words on my board here.
Good job, Andy.
Go ahead,
I think I
Andy.
knew that too. But
This is like a Kevin's nightmare board.
Let's go.
Is that why? Is that? Did you do this on purpose?
I really try to make boards that give everybody a fair shot.
Well, you didn't.
no, I mean,
It's like the opposite of
it's like-
targeting.
it's
You
like
wouldn't know much about that, would you?
No, I wouldn't.
By the way,
That's what's ironic. Like these are your categories, like sports category,
Yeah.
movies and Bible category, animals category should be up for grabs for everybody. Redemption Island questions we've done before.
you
So,
currently
I don't
have 400 points, which I think is how many you got for knowing Rob from Survivor.
that's right.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's go David versus Goliath for 100.
David versus Goliath.
David v. Goliath.
All right.
people versus
There's no
Goliath.
explanation. Here's the first question. The U.S. Olympic hockey team's win over the Soviet Union in 1980 is more commonly
Katie.
known.
Miracle on
Katie.
Ice.
The Miracle on Ice. That is correct. Thank you. All right.
David v. Goliath for 2.
200. Mike Tyson was 37-0 before being upset by this boxer.
Kevin.
Kevin.
Evander Holyfield.
Evander Holyfield is not correct. Anyone else?
Katie.
Katie.
George Foreman.
George Foreman is not correct.
And
Andy?
Andy.
Mike said Andy.
I know. All right, go ahead and hit the timeout sounder. The answer is Buster Douglas.
Never heard of that
Buster.
person.
That's why he was a total unknown before he beat Mike Tyson.
Did you say total unknown?
It's David versus Goliath. So these are going to be,
Between Team USA and Team Soviet Union, which one was the total unknown?
well, Team USA was the David in that scenario.
Do you think when he goes grocery shopping, he chooses not to do self-checkout so that he can tell people, I'm that one guy who beat Mike Tyson?
Probably.
I
right.
choose not to do self checkout because putting frozen pizza boxes, like squares and
Why do
plastic
you
bags,
have
is really
putting
hard.
frozen pizza boxes?
Huh?
Putting frozen pizza boxes in squares is super hard.
No, that because they are squares, putting them in
It's embarrassing. We know.
shopping bags is difficult.
We all know what's going on here. All right. Okay, 300. I think 300, right? Who's up?
Katie's up.
Yeah, 300.
Okay. Number 16 seed UMBC stunned this top-seeded team in the 2018 NCAA.
yeah.
Andy.
Virginia.
Virginia is correct.
Yeah.
Winning in cavalier fashion.
Ah, I would have lost.
400.
400. In 1979, a revolution shockingly overthrew the U.S.-backed Shah of this country. Katie.
Iran.
Iran is correct.
Here, yeah, were you going to give him a rule of
Here we
thumb?
go. Here we go, Kevin.
If the clue has
Here we go.
Shaw in it, it's a KD question.
No, not even close to that. Here's what it is.
And that's the way
What's
it is.
going on in Kevin's mind?
Very strange.
Just reminder for our
Very
listeners
strange.
to check out reddit.com
Shut up so
slash
much.
Reddit slash the guest room. Or
Fine,
slash R.
I'm not going to talk anymore.
No, we want to hear. We
we will
want to hear.
find Kevin's review of this episode.
Under the username not Kevin.
Definitely not Kevin.
All right, David Goliath 5.
In the Battle of Agincourt, an outnumbered English force trounced the French army thanks to the use of
Katie.
this. Katie.
Longbows.
The longbow is correct. The use of this ranged weapon. French dead were 6,000. English dead about 100. Oui.
Actually, it's more like ha 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 because the English one.
Yeah.
600.
In 2018, this English soccer club beat 5,000 to 1 odds to win the Premier League.
Ooh. They are blue, and they had that one guy whose last name starts with a V. Oh no! What?
Oh, I think I might know it.
Do you feel confident enough
What's
to
the
say your
scores?
name?
What's the scores?
Mid-question score
Mid-question
update.
score update. Kevin's got 200. I've got 1,100. You've got 1,500, and Katie's got 3,300.
Okay, Andy.
Andy.
Brighton City.
No, that's
it's
not
right.
correct.
Dang it!
Oh gosh. Hold please.
Hold on, called.
Hold on, call.
Oh man.
Nice hoodie, Nathan.
What if I list off a bunch of?
Is
Would that help you?
it? No, I
It
have
would
one
help
in my
me.
brain. I'm trying to decide if I think it's it.
All right, 5
Got
seconds
me
left.
to name some for you?
Yeah.
5,
Leeds, Arsenal,
3, 2,
Chelsea.
1.
I would know it
Time
if
him
I heard
out.
it.
Leicester City.
Yes, the Leicester City Foxes.
No. Are they blue?
Oh, no.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you that.
Oh,
I just knew
Lord.
they beat incredible odds.
They did.
Isn't it pronounced Leicester?
It might be.
Leicester. Yeah, Leicester City Foxes says my pronunciation guide here.
Game changers for 1.
Game changers. Let's get no explanation for this one. I feel like I need to clarify that ever since I started reading a question, people thought it was the explanation. Let's get things rolling in about 3500 BC. After someone invented this, Katie,
The wheel.
the wheel. No one had to reinvent it.
What are you doing?
Texting someone?
Katie just posted on all his socials that he's winning in each episode
No.
and posted a picture of Kevin's sad face. All right, so Kevin, while we're waiting, why don't you tell us your feedback?
No.
All right. I apologize. Game changers for 2.
Let's change direction and go to about 200 BC when someone invented this tool, which relies on the Earth's magnetic field.
Kevin.
Kevin.
Magnets.
Andy.
That's incorrect. Andy.
Compass.
Compass is correct.
That reminded me of some other answer that Kevin gave like a long time ago, but I don't remember what it was. He was so incredulous.
300.
Take a minute to consider that it wasn't until about the 14th century that someone invented a mechanical gear-based version of this
Mike.
handy
Clock.
clock is correct. This handy tool.
Game Changers 4.
Carbonized bamboo ended up being critical to making this 19th century invention commercially viable. If we were in a cartoon, when this answer occurred to you, one might appear over your head.
Mike.
Light bulb.
Carbonized bamboo.
Carbonized bamboo. That's what the
That's
filament.
a thing.
That's what the filament was in light bulbs.
You know what just happened to you, Andy?
Yeah.
You got bamboozled. Game Changers 500.
I was thinking I was going with the aha moment, like a light bulb went off. But that's good too.
Game Changers for 500. Let's cool down a little with the fact that in the 19th century, someone invented a mechanical version of one of these, though without a light bulb that turned on when you opened the door. Mike. Refrigerator. That's correct.
Kevin just shakes his head in disgust.
All right, and for 600,
Yes.
final clue. It wasn't until the 20th century that someone invented this. Yes, that's a vague clue, but surely someone will come up with the right answer and their points will go flying
Kevin.
up. Kevin.
Airplane.
Airplane is correct. Way to close it out strong.
Oh, thanks for getting that, Kevin.
Final Jeopardy.
All right, what are our scores?
So now we have 4 people who can compete in the next question. Kevin's got 600, Andy's got 1,100, Mike's got 2,300, Katie's got 3,400
All right, so he's not out of reach.
for some.
The final Jeopardy category is South Pacific, which was one of the earlier seasons. I
I'm
believe.
wagering everything.
What are the points again?
Very secretive.
You've got 34, I've got 23.
And the others?
Andy's got 11, Kevin's got 6. Do I know more about the South Pacific than anyone
Such a
sitting
wimp.
at this table?
Why? I just want to beat you.
More about anything
Me?
in the
You
South
don't want to
Pacific.
win?
I can't.
Are you still trying to win?
Oh, I guess you can't.
Not unless
Well,
like
I mean,
they
you can.
screw up their bids, but yeah.
4 sons.
Mike, you got to go big to beat him.
Is Mike going to get this question right?
Can I call you hon?
All right. The question is, this Rodgers and Hammerstein musical set in the South Pacific is based on James Michener's 1947 Pulitzer Prize winning book.
Can you repeat?
This Rodgers and Hammerstein musical set in the South Pacific is based on James Michener's 1947 Pulitzer Prize winning book.
Does he rate restaurants?
No, that's a different
Oh, that's the tire company.
Right, yeah.
It actually has.
The tire company's Michelin. The one that rates restaurant is Michelin.
Okay, here we go.
I'm gonna guess the only thing that I know that's
Cusco.
in that area. It's wrong, but it's
All right.
a thing I know.
Okay, let's start with Kevin. Kevin wrote down South Pacific. Okay. Andy wrote down
The wrong answer.
Gilligan's Island. Mike wrote down South Pacific, and Katie wrote down Gilligan's Island.
What in the world?
The correct answer is South Pacific.
Stupid.
To the category South Pacific and a clue that contained the words South Pacific in it. All right, so Kevin and Mike got it right, probably because of Kevin's really obvious clue. And Andy and Katie both simultaneously came to the conclusion.
I wagered more
Gilligan's
than one.
Island,
What'd you wager?
732.
Why?
based on James Michener's 1947 Pulitzer Prize winning book, Gilligan's Island, of course.
It's the only thing I knew that took place.
Yeah,
more of it.
same.
All right, Mike's got to do some math here.
I've done some math. It doesn't really matter what Katie ended with. It was somewhere in between my score and Kevin's score.
All right.
Final scores as they stand. Andy's got a point. We thought it was a great point, Andy.
Thank you.
Kevin's got
The best one.
1,200. Katie's got 2668, and Mike's got 3450.
Congratulations,
And the
Mike.
most haunting part of that Final Jeopardy question was Matthew read the question, and then I was going through aloud what do I know about the South Pacific more than anyone else at this table? And I said, and I almost said, or about the play South Pacific. But I chose not to say that. That could have been bad.
And a carbonized bamboo filament appeared over his head at that very moment.
Oh, man.
I've never felt so much like I absolutely dominated a game that I didn't win.
Yeah, you got.
I knew way more stuff.
You got wrecked.
And you had the Final Jeopardy answer right in front of you.
Well,
Twice.
kind of.
Actually, thrice, because Kevin gave such a helpful clue.
I've never heard of
It's true.
a book/play of South Pacific.
I believe my high school also performed it, which is probably the only time I've heard of it.
Never heard of it.
Thank you, Matthew. I routinely am more thankful when I win.
I don't. Maybe I'm just horrifically unclutched, but I feel like I dominated 4 of 6 categories, and Mike had 3 good answers, and 4 if you count Final Jeopardy. Yet 1.
Mike
Is
tends
that just how Jeopardy goes?
Mike tends to come through on the big 600 pointers.
I know.
lately. He's just always clutch on those.
Are you going to call umbrage somehow? Like,
It's
Mike-
just annoying.
you think
It
people
is.
design questions that are really Mike-centric for the 600 pointers?
Mike's like a touchdown vulture. Like everybody else gets it all the way down the field, and then Mike punches it in at the 1
Yeah.
yard line.
Looking at you, Jamal Williams.
Jay Williams?
Jama Williams, because of his teammate, Jameson Williams.
Is he Jam?
No, they have to abbreviate it J-A-M-A.
Dot Williams.
Yeah, but is Jameson Jam?
I think he's probably Jame.
Jamie?
Jame. One Jame.
Yeah, just one Jame. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you. Redemption Island is an interesting concept. I think, what did we do? Like about 50% in that?
Yeah, we got 50-50. I
Okay.
think.
The problem with Redemption Island for me is anytime that questions aren't gotten, I think it's because the question is stupid and I therefore erase it from my memory.
That was
Actually,
the most Kevin thing I've ever heard you say.
actually, you guys got 4 out of 6. I take it back.
Okay. So,
You only missed maroon and whole ball of wax.
We shouldn't
for
have missed
those who
Maroon
are-
again. We should have
yeah,
gotten
that's true.
Ball
I'll
of
miss
wax.
ball of
I'll
wax
miss-
next time.
Ball of wax is just a really hard one.
But I enjoyed that concept. That might come back at some point in one of my boards. And some other fun categories as well. I appreciated that. Thank you, Kevin, for handing me, or sorry, KD for handing me your win. And thank you.
You're also welcome from me.
Yeah, you didn't get pros much worry until you hit that Rob question. Listeners, thank you for listening along. We appreciate you guys, and we ask, we beg. You're our only hope of going to patreon.com/the guest room podcast and joining the guest list
We don't even whine about it.
to keep us guessing. No, because we're the less whiny.
Yeah.
Hey, don't forget to send in your guess to the secret phrase game. If you get it right within 2 episodes of this airing, then you'll get entered into the monthly drawing for a chance to win some guest room branded merch. We'd also like to take this moment to reveal the secret phrase from 2 episodes ago. All right, secret phrase 2 episodes ago was uttered by me. It was uttered by Mikey.
What was it, Mikey?
Well, let me
This
tell
was
you.
like the longest con ever.
I had some groundwork to lay.
So you started with the Mikey
So
thing.
early on, I started with the Mikey thing, and then I eased into pizza. From there, we worked ourselves to droopy waffles. And from there, I got angry at Andy for not being my friend anymore. And by that point, I was able to work in Mikey likes friendship, but loves waffles that droop.
Yeah, I agree. It is the longest con ever in the history of the
It
secret
was
phrase
pretty
game.
great.
All right. Wasn't that a great secret phrase?
No.
This has been a train wreck of an ending. I'm not sure what you guys have heard, but it's very different from what we've said, specifically me. So from all of us here at the Guest Room Podcast, from Matthew, from KD, from Andy, from Kevin, and from the Spaniard, I'm Mike. And as always, farewell.